5 2/3 scoreless from Ryan Gallagher. He is responsible for the runner at second base. As St. Paul goes to the pad, he struck out 7 tonight against a team from his former affiliate, the Chicago Cubs. They traded him at the deadline last year. Gallagher gets a little bit of revenge at the AAA level today. Iowa down 3-0. A man on second with 2 outs. Usuk Go, the right-hander, takes over when we come back for St. Paul on the iCubs Broadcast Network.
Now pitching for St. Paul, number 20, Usuk Go. Continuing our fairway knee order, the right fielder, Alcantara.
Usuk Go takes over on the mound for the St. Paul Saints. Kevin Alcantara at the plate with a man on second and 2 outs. 3-0 Saints as Usuk Go fires and a breaking ball slapped down the right field line and foul by Alcantara. For strike 1, Kevin has lined to center and struck out swinging. Miller, the runner at second. Usuk Go, a glance back at him and a curveball swung out and missed. Alcantara took a mighty swing and came up empty. And now you got to shorten up a little bit and think, put the ball in play. Hit it where it's pitched, find a way to get that run in, or at least keep the inning alive. Go with the 0-2. Tried it again, and this time Alcantara would not chase. Three straight curveballs from Usuk Go, who was traded from the Tigers to the Twins while the iCubs were in Toledo. And Usuk Go was a member of the Mudhens. A 1-2 pitch. Alcantara unloads. Dead center field and deep, way back and way out of the ballpark. The Jaguar puts the iCubs on the board and right back into the ball game with a 2-run shot at the bottom of the 6th. 109 off the bat, 427 feet, and the iCubs trail by 1. What a swing by Kevin Alcantara. A no-doubter on the top of the zone fastball. The first one thrown by Usuk Go. And you understand now why he was so stubborn with the breaking ball at first. Now 1-run game. Chaz McCormick the batter. And he swings at the first pitch curveball and inside outs it foul off his hands to the right field seats. And it's 0-1. Oh, that ball was way out of here, right of the batter's eye in center field. And a home run brought to you by Iowa Fence. The only fences we like to see cleared are the ones at the ballpark. Call 515-419-2251. Another curveball and another foul back by McCormick. Yet every home run Kevin Alcantara hits will just add on to what is already a career high. Ryan Gallagher gets charged for 1 run in 5 2/3 innings. Go out of the windup with the 0-2. And he bounced a curveball again. He's again thrown 3 breaking balls in a row to a hitter, like he did to Alcantara, and then in the 1-2 count went top rail with the fastball, and Alcantara unloaded. Go wasting no time. 1-2 to Chaz. A curveball in the dirt, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that was maybe the play or the swing or the moment you're looking for to turn this game around. Now just a 1-run ball game, and the 2-2 pitch to McCormick, the designated hitter tonight. Slider bending low and outside, ball 3. Remember, St. Paul, no more challenges. Both Go and the catcher Cardenas were taking steps toward the dugout. That pitch was just a hair low, I believe. It was close. Sets up the 3-2 pitch. Go deals. McCormick hits a ground ball left side, gloved by the third baseman Gray, who throws on the run to first and brings an end to the inning. But the I-Cubs right back in the game. 2 runs on 2 hits, including the home run from Kevin Alcantara. He's 19th of the year. The I-Cubs trail by just 1 as we enter. Usuk Go stays into the game after giving up the 2-run home run to Alcantara last inning. The I-Cubs are within 1. Justin Dean will lead off. 0 for 2 today. And Go works out of an abbreviated windup with a breaking ball down low for ball 1. St. Paul's out hit the I-Cubs 5-4. I'd love to get a guy like Justin Dean on base to begin an inning. Go deals again. Dean in the air to the gap in right center field, driving the outfielders back, and that one hops high off the wall. Dean into second. He was thinking about third, but he's satisfied with a leadoff double, and the I-Cubs have the tying run in scoring position right away in the 7th. Justin Dean to the same part of the ballpark as Owen Miller's double earlier today. That's double number 9 for Dean. And this gives you an opportunity here to put some things in the back of the mind for the St. Paul infield. Dean incredibly fast. Jones even faster. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. And we'll see if he wants to bunt here. In on the left side. He does not, and it didn't matter. The ball got out of the reach of the catcher Cardenas to the backstop. And a wild pitch from Go has put the tying run at third. And the I-Cubs, who were dead with 2 outs in the 6th inning, get a big home run from Kevin Alcantara, a leadoff double and a wild pitch, and suddenly are 90 feet away from tying this game. Infield in all the way around. 1-0 to Jones. And he topped the breaking ball foul straight back into the net, 1-1. Well, it sounds simple in a spot like this. You're looking for something that you can drive in the air. On the ground with the infield in, you can sneak one through. And your best opportunity here is a sac fly. And the 1-1, he's breaking down low. 2 balls and a strike. Toward the bottom of the lineup now, Jones the 7 hitter. Then Cowles and Wogu. They are combined 0 for 6. Pardon me, 1 for 6 with a single from Wogu. Go deals. Jones again with a ground ball foul off of his foot, 2-2. Go could use his strikeout. He's got back to even on Jones. And now the 2-2. Breaking ball, check swing, and Jones able to lay off down and in. It's a full count. Again, Greg Jones with a memorable game yesterday at the Field of Dreams. A solo home run, a top 10 on SportsCenter diving play at short. 3-2 here. And Jones again just got a piece and rolled it foul. Again, Usuk Go was with Toledo and the Tigers. And while the I-Cubs were in Toledo, he was traded for cash on July 5th and was selected to the big league roster right away by the Minnesota Twins. He'll try another payoff to Jones. And he lines a base hit up the middle. This game is tied. The I-Cubs have erased a 3-run deficit as Greg Jones takes a hanging curveball and rips it right back through the box to drive in Dean and tie the game at 3. 17th RBI in AAA this year from Greg Jones. And another big swing from the Athletic switch hitter. And now keep an eye on Greg Jones. That is a guy who can really run. 24 for 29 in stolen bases this year. Cowles the batter. And the first pitch from Go. Catches the lower outside corner. Cowles didn't love it, but it's 0-1. I think the question at this point is when, not if, for Greg Jones at first. And a move over there by Go as Jones dives back in head first. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. Out of the stretch, the 0-1. Jones takes off. Cowles with a late swing, fouls off a breaking ball, and Jones will have to head back to first. Usuk Go, 28 years old, made his big league debut this year with the Twins. 4 appearances, 4 innings, 4 runs allowed. Native of Korea. The I-Cubs saw him in his last series in the Tigers organization. 0-2 to Cowles, up and in on his hands for ball 1. Usuk Go began this year in Double-A Erie for Detroit. Allowed 1 run in 13 2/3 innings with 22 strikeouts before being promoted to Toledo. On in a big spot tonight. Game tied at 3. In the 7th, Jones running again, and a breaking ball floated into shallow right, dropping quickly and down for a base hit. It skips by Rosario. Jones gets held at third by Taylor Fortney. Into second goes Cowles with a double, and the I-Cubs have runners on second and third with still nobody out. Taylor Fortney resisted the urging of the Principal Park crowd and threw a stop sign up at Greg Jones. With Jones running, he stopped on second base just to make sure that ball landed in front of Rosario, who was charging in from right field. And now the athletic trainer, the translator and the pitching coach on their way out to the mound. Saw a decent group coming out of the dugout. And that is pitching coach Ryan Meisinger out there with Usuk Go's translator. Ben Cowles gets credited with a double. And men are at second and third, nobody out for Jordan Wogu in a game that is suddenly tied at 3. All of this damage coming since there were 2 outs in the 6th inning. And for Cowles, his 19th double of the year. And Wogu, who had a huge home run yesterday at the Field of Dreams, with a chance to deliver in a big spot once again. Infield in for St. Paul. All the way around. Great speed on the bases. First pitch to Wogu. Up and in. Look out, ball 1. Almost hit him. As Go ran a fastball in on the hands of Jordan Wogu. 4 RBIs so far in AAA. Joined the team last week in Indianapolis. The 1-0 pitch off the outside corner, ball 2. First base is open, but no matter how far they fall behind in the count, they're not going to pitch around Wogu with the top of the order on deck. Good spot here for the I-Cubs. Trying to grab the lead and add to it. With a Go 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Wogu chase ball 3. Curveball down and away, and Wogu maybe trying to do a little bit too much that time. And he was one of the driving forces behind that Michigan run to the College World Series a few years back. 2-1 on the way. Grounded up the middle into center field, a base hit. In to score is Jones. Here comes Cowles. He will score as well. And Jordan Wogu comes through again, giving the I-Cubs the lead with a 2 RBI single up the middle in the bottom of the 7th. Wogu got a slider out over the plate, and with the infield in, just put good wood on the baseball and hit it right back through the middle. Jones and Cowles score, and the I-Cubs have the lead for the first time tonight. They have scored 5 unanswered. Wogu with his 5th and 6th RBI in AAA. And the first 4 have all reached on hits against Usuk Go here in the 7th. Now it's B.J. Murray, 0 for 3. He takes off the outside corner, ball 1. Murray steps out of the box, calling timeout, adjusting that elbow guard on his right arm again. Go ready. And the pitch high to Murray, ball 2. Now, since Usuk Go came in with 2 outs last inning, he has given up a 2-run home run to Alcantara, double to Dean, an RBI single to Jones, a double to Cowles, and a 2 RBI single to Wogu. The only player he retired was Chas McCormick on a ground ball to third. And it's a 2-0 count on Murray, who hits this in the air deep to right center field. It is way back, and for the second straight night, B.J. Murray has gone yard. And the I-Cubs have exploded late in this ballgame once again. They lead 7-3. Murray hit it 402 feet to right center field. Another Iowa Fence home run. Visit fencingiowa.com to schedule your estimate today. Sean Schlechter out of the St. Paul dugout. He'll make a call to the bullpen. The I-Cubs are rolling on top 7-3 on a couple of big home runs late in this game as St. Paul goes back to the pen on the I-Cubs broadcast network.